Lethal Weapon 1987 comes to 4K Ultra HD for the first time. In this review, I'm going to compare the 2012 Blu-ray version from the 4-film collection to the newly released Warner Bros. 4K. So which version of Lethal Weapon would you like to add to your collection? We're breaking it all down and then answering the question, should you upgrade? All right, guys, so let's get into the video quality. When it comes to the Blu-ray, you see a lot of stuff here, right? You see a lot of the skin tones are very saturated, but the saturated looks kind of controlled throughout the entire film. A lot of people's skin tones are very saturated, but they fixed it up, I guess, in the color grading at that time. When it comes to the environment, it's handled very well. Like the darks are presented very well on the Blu-ray. I kind of like the way it looks. In terms of the clothing looked fine. I think the entire movie looks great. Heavy grains here and there throughout of the movie, you get to see some heavy grains. Now, how does that transfer to the 4K? You know, it's funny when you see these two together, it's very weird because I kind of think they look identical, but you get to see the differences in clothing. In a lot of scenes, you get to see the enhancements of the 4K over the Blu-ray. Yes, it looks sharper. Yes, you get to see the details over the Blu-ray. The darks are not dark, and I'm gonna talk about that in a few seconds, but the darks are not as dark as you thought it would be. They're kind of neck and neck. The only difference is like Murtaugh's suits look different in the 4K to the Blu-ray. Riggs' clothes look kind of different from one to the other. Their skin tone looks more natural and the way it should look on the 4K over the Blu-ray, which I'm like, that's what you expect in a 4K upgrade. My only knock is it's that there is no Dolby Vision in this 4K, and it's very noticeable in a lot of scenes in this movie. A lot of the darks that you think would be rich dark, and I'm going, man, this part should have been heavy dark, And I'm like, wait a minute. And when I look, there's no Dolby Vision. This is only HDR10. I feel like the Blu-ray in 4K is just there. And the only reason the 4K is gonna win out is because it has more data and looks way better than the Blu-ray. That's the way I gotta see it. It preserves all the scenes very well. So let's get right into the comparisons of the 4K, the newly 4K, to the 2012 Blu-ray. Enjoy. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the comparisons of the 4K versus the Blu-ray. Leave a comment down below which transfer you think looks best, but let's get right into. All right, guys, so let's get right into audio quality. The Blu-ray comes with DTS HD Mastered Audio 5.1, and Lethal Weapon 4K comes with the new remix. I kind of like to say those words. A newly remixed soundtrack on Dolby Atmos. And of course, for those of you out there that don't like the Dolby Atmos for some reason, it comes with the original mono tracks DTS Mastered Audio 2.0 on both versions of the film, which is the director's cut and the theatrical cut. So again, both cuts of the film come in Dolby Atmos and the original mono tracks for you guys. Now, when it comes to Dolby Atmos, this movie sounds amazing. I love the way it sounds. It's pretty cool in a lot of scenes when it's immersive. You're immersed into the film. I love the soundtrack alone is amazing, and it sounds really good on the Dolby Atmos. I think it sounds great, and it sounds great. The guitar playing, the saxophone, I think that all sounds good. The dialogue is super clear. The explosions are loud. The gun firing sounds great. I think this is overall the newly remixed Dolby Atmos sounds fantastic for you guys. But let's get right into. All right, guys, when it comes to menus and special features, the Blu-ray comes with 4 special features, plus the collection comes with a bonus disc. But again, the Lethal Weapon 4K comes with 2 special features. Now, the 2 special features are, one is the new A Legacy of Inspiration, remembering Dick Donner at 7 minutes. And then the other one is a new I'm Too Old for This, a chemistry that became iconic, 6 minutes and 6 seconds. Now, when it comes to special features, it does not come with much. And again, it comes with 2 special features, which is brand new, but it comes with nothing else for Lethal Weapon, which kind of is a shame. The Blu-ray will win in this department because it comes with more. On the disc, it comes with some, and then of course it comes with a bonus disc. I don't understand why 4Ks don't give you an extra disc with loaded special features, whether it's on the Blu-ray or another 4K disc. I will never get that, but this only comes with 2, so it kind of sucks in that department. But let's get right into. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict, should you upgrade Lethal Weapon 4K? I gotta say yes. First of all, the soundtrack with Dolby Atmos sounds amazing in your surround sound. The picture quality, again, it doesn't have Dolby Vision, but the HDR10 does a very good job in fixing the skin tone issues from the 2012 Blu-ray, where, like I said, it's saturated. Here, it looks natural across the board. Everyone looks great. The clothing looks great. And again, everything is fixed, and it should look the way it should in 4K. So again, yes, I highly recommend it for anyone. If you've never seen Lethal Weapon, you should pick up the 4K. And one knock is they should have just came out with a 4K set, just like the Lethal Weapon collection. They should have did a whole entire 4 set in one shot. I would have been happy, but I really don't know if they're going to come out with 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully Warner Brothers do if this does very well. But With that said, there you have it. What do you think of Lethal Weapon from 1987 on 4K? Which version would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for all things Geeks and Flicks. Be awesome to each other, and keep collecting.